The Washington Humane Society remains the open-access shelter for animals in our nation's capital, as it has since we were chartered by the U.S. Congress in 1870. For over 143 years, it has been our proud duty to protect all of the animals in the District of Columbia from cruelty and harm. Animals come to us from a variety of sources. Some are surrendered to us by owners, others are brought in by Good Samaritans who found them in distress. In thousands of cases, our animal control officers respond to calls where animals of almost any species imaginable are in a place where they shouldn't be. These officers work 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and they respond to almost 13,000 calls each year. Of these calls, about 20% relate to wildlife issues, so in the past year we added a critical position of wildlife specialist to our staff. Our humane law enforcement officers are also out in our communities 24/7, responding to 1,400 calls for help each year. They rescue animals from cruel or neglectful situations. In cases of abuse, we work hard to bring justice to the animals by arresting and prosecuting their abusers. Our staff then works closely with the rescued animals to rehabilitate them and find them safe and loving homes. Of utmost importance to our mission is reuniting lost animals with their families and rehabilitating stray or rescued animals to the highest health and behavior standards. Every interaction with an animal in our adoption center is designed to help them become more prepared for a healthy and happy life. At WHS, we accept all animals. We will never turn an animal away because of breed or age or medical condition. Some people worry that we put a limit on an animal's length of stay with us, but that's not the case. We treat each animal as an individual, and we provide ongoing attention and care based on their needs. Every single one of our animals goes home vaccinated, spayed or neutered, and microchipped. We're able to treat many medical conditions and perform minor surgeries at our own spay and neuter center if needed. Some of our cats reside in Kitty City, where they live and play communally. Other cats live individually or together in cat kennels, where they have enrichment toys, hammocks, and their own scratching pads. Our dogs go on walks, they decompress in office spaces with our caring staff members, and they attend training classes. Especially energetic and active dogs are invited to run with our volunteer-driven People and Animals Cardio Club each weekend through Rock Creek Park, Haynes Point, and around the National Mall. Our foster volunteers are vital members of our community, helping to alleviate overcrowding in our adoption centers while providing care for animals with particular needs. Our goal is to find homes for 100% of our adoptable animals, and we won't rest until we achieve this goal. In the past year alone, we increased our adoptions by an astonishing 12.5%, sending over 2,500 animals happily home with a new family. Each year, we expand our view of what is possible. We know that DC loves DC animals, and we're proud to have relationships with our major sports teams. Through Pups in the Park with the Washington Nationals and adoption events at the Washington Redskins home games, we can show off our hometown pride at the same time we show off the wonderful animals we have for adoption, whether it is on or off Adopt Force One, our mobile adoption vehicle. But to solve pet overpopulation for the long term, we have to focus on dramatically slowing the influx of animals into the shelter system. We routinely perform no-cost sterilization surgeries for DC community cats through our catnip program, which follows the trap-neuter-return model. And area residents rely on us for extremely low-cost services. We're proud to offer high-quality sterilizations and vaccinations for just a fraction of what you might pay elsewhere. At the Washington Humane Society, we continue to engage our communities through humane education. Teaching the value of responsible ownership encourages young people to speak up for animals in need and to contact us when an animal, any animal, needs help. In just the last year, we reached over 2,600 students through free-of-charge humane education and outreach efforts. We could not thrive without the dedication of more than 300 volunteers. At any given time, volunteers train the animals, clean the kennels, cuddle our cats, walk our dogs, stuff envelopes, and much, much more. Nearly half of our annual budget depends on individual contributions and participation in our fundraising events. The annual Sugar and Champagne Affair, the Bark Ball, Fashion for Paws, and the Walk for Animals have all become DC institutions, garnering new attendees each year to celebrate and support district animals. The state of animals in the District of Columbia is promising, but there is much left for us to accomplish. We can only complete our mission with the continued support of our community. I call on you, and all of our supporters to consider what more can we each do for the animals. As we prepare for the largest campaign in our modern history, a campaign that will transform our offerings in new and innovative ways, our animals need you more than ever right now. In the near future, we will build a beautiful new facility and centralize all of our activities into a community animal care, education, and adoption center. Today, however, our adoption centers are filled beyond capacity. Our medical team lacks critical funds to cover the costs for often expensive emergency procedures. Our behavior and training staff need more volunteers to take dogs for walks and practice on their basic commands. Our neighbors and our neighborhoods still need education on caring for pets responsibly, and our adoption centers need helpers to keep our spaces clean, comfortable, and safe. There are countless ways that you can immediately help the animals. I hope that everyone in our region who cares about animals, their future, and the work that we do will get involved and reach deeply to do the most you can to help us in the years ahead. Thank you.